Good evening, my friends, and thank you for coming to visit me for another shave. Today's shave, meow, and safety cat is brought to you by an unknown soap which is laying in the bottom of one of my bowls. It's brown. That's about all I know about it. I can't even make out a fragrance, so I couldn't tell you what it is. If I had to guess, it's a sandalwood or something. But we're using a Shaving Cadre first anniversary brush. We're using the Colonial General with a Super. This is a Feather Super Blade. Might be a Super Pro, I'm not sure. I've only got Super Pros as far as the unguarded blades, but I think I have a few Supers now that I got from Monkey when he sent over that Vectors for me to try. In the meantime, I can't imagine I use that blade very much, so it's halftime of the LSU Alabama game. My goodness, I had to stand up because I was getting tired with my feet and legs tensing up and trying to help, and it was a very exciting game. In our football picks, or my football picks this time, I was putting too much stock in what CBS's odds were on the game, and that's been kind of biting me the last several weeks. I might as well just go opposite of what they're recommending, and I'll probably end up coming out ahead. What are you doing over there? Oh, she's between the tub and the shower curtain. She apparently sees something. Chasing the gremlin out. It's just got to be a Feather Pro, because generally speaking, this Colonial General is a pretty mild-mannered razor, but it's trying mightily to get its pound of flesh. I can really feel it going after whatever whiskers is on there. I'm kind of glad I'd used a pre-shave before I lathered up. That little bit of extra slickness is probably saving me from quite an exfoliating experience. Except it's drying up awful fast. Which means I probably don't have enough moisture on the brush. For this next pass, I'll add some more moisture. Yeah, my Buckeyes won. That was almost an unfair looking game. I didn't think Maryland, but I saw them play. We saw them play earlier in the season. They were in one of our choices, and they did pretty good. So I didn't expect them to take as bad a thrashing as they did today. I kind of conked out before the end of the game. It got warm and comfortable. We had the fireplace on, and gentlemen of a certain vintage are pretty I like to think I'm just vulnerable to certain body positions and warmth. I conked out. That night I had a particularly nice chili that I made for lunch. And so I commenced resting. So I missed part of the end of the game, so I don't really know what the final score is. I'll find out as soon as I get done here. I'll go back out and look it up. Right now, LSU is ahead of Bama, 33-13. I'd originally had picked LSU and then saw the odds, and Bama's quarterback was supposedly in kind of sketchy health, so felt pretty good about making that decision. But I got into the paralysis of analysis. Said, well, I started looking at figures and how much yardage per game and how many yards allowed per game. And I said, well, shoot, the odds look better. The statistics look better for Alabama. So I picked them up. That was a big mistake. I know that Ohio State's going to be playing one of those teams at some point. So we'll see how the rest of the rankings end up by the end of the day. This is going to be quite a shake-up day because a lot of both LSU and Alabama are undefeated. So somebody's going to end up with one loss, and so it's going to knock them out of whatever position they were in. So I guess it's a whole new ball game starting Tuesday when we start picking the teams again. This Colonial General is one that I've picked up used, buy sell trade. It's the aluminum one, probably the most common. If I have any criticism of this one is that it's got a smooth handle and it can get a little slippy. It had pretty good manners. It doesn't it's not overly aggressive except when you put an extra wide blade in there. And that just encourages you all the more to be on the careful side. I'm still waiting on my vector to come in. My last communication from Blackland was on the 24th of October, and at that point he was saying that one of the CNC machines that they were using to manufacture these racers was broken, and they had just got it repaired, and it would be a couple weeks before they knew when these things were done. The vector's my Christmas present, so I know it doesn't matter a whole lot when it comes, because I know that I'm not going to get to use it until after Christmas. Well, that's a pretty good shape, I tell you what. Even here. I'm just going to use a little water. Do a little, just kind of pick up, super gentle like. because with this much blade exposure, it'd be very easy to overshave and end up with a lot of irritation. That's my 3 passes. I'm going to clean up here real fast, and I'll be right back.
Praise the song of harvest home. All is safely gathered in ere the winter storms begin. Now our Maker doth provide for our wants to be supplied. Come, ye thankful people, come. Praise the song of harvest home. Happy Thanksgiving from MetLife.
Thank you for waiting, and welcome back. Today's shave is brought to you by brown soap. I don't know what it is, but it's in the bottom of my testing bowl, and the remainder is probably going to go into my clown puke bowl, or clown puke container. It's been a while since you guys seen it, but it doesn't look any different from last time. It's all pretty much homogeneously colored. Most of the soaps I had were all the same color that went in there, and this thing is filled up to about. So I'm going to eventually have to start another collection. We use the Colonial General with a Feather Super Pro, or Pro Super. We use the Shaving Cadre First Anniversary brush. This one is my specimen. And we'll finish up with my very own Rich's Dog from Every Town Bootlegger Bay Rum. This is a mixture of bits and ends of samples of Bay Rum, and I'm trying to think, there's several others that I've never in here. I don't think I'll ever be able to duplicate this. So, and it continuously matures and changes and evolves depending on what I put in there. Right now it's a nice clovey mixture. I like it quite well. Spouse Units likes it a lot too. Safety Cat is staying right close by. And are you going to say anything to the guys, little girl? Yeah? No, she's cleaning herself now. Okay, that's it for today. I'm Major Rich on the Shaving Cadre, and I'm also Rich Shaves on YouTube. If you're seeing me there, I invite you to come see us on the Shaving Cadre. Like and subscribe if you wish, and we will see you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.